A little.
Okay, Nick. There it is, Nick.
Yeah.
Welcome to Songcraft. You know, when I put Songcraft together last year, I had about a half dozen songwriters in mind, and you were definitely one of them. You, and I'm glad you made it. The other one that hasn't made it yet is Jim Platt, but we'll get him maybe next month or the month after. Give us a little biography of yourself, a little introduction. I always like to give our first-timers an opportunity.
Okay. Well, when I was about 15 or 16, I always wanted to play guitar, play an instrument or something, and a lot of my friends were getting together. They were all getting guitars and learning themselves or taking lessons. So, you know, I scrounged up the little money I had, and I got an old Goya acoustic guitar.
Okay.
And you probably never heard of it, and no one should, because
Goya.
it was a really crappy guitar. But
I have a really crappy, but I'm trying to think what the. It's too bad we don't have Tim in here. You know, Tim knows all the guitars, but Goya, I can't say.
Yeah, I taught myself how to play. I can read tablature very slowly. I can play anything or pick up anything very quickly just by ear.
Sure. Well, back then when you first started, when you first picked up the guitar, who was it? What music was really influencing you that made you want to write?
Well,
not just play music, but also to be your own songwriter.
You know, when I grew up, I mean, I have to mention, of course, when I grew up, I was listening to a lot of like Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. And of course, Slash was my, idol, my god at that point in time. I said, but in about 94, 95, when I had started playing guitar, that was when Dave Matthews Band had first came out.
Oh, okay.
And he's just an acoustic wonder to me, the way he plays.
A lot of integral rhythms he gets going.
It's not
like
just strumming, a lot of scaling and a lot of one-noters, and it just all sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to.
That's a little surprising. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But great. I wanted to say tonight, what you've done so far, the 3 songs, what I picked up right away is that you seem to write as a personal statement.
Right.
Is that pretty much true? And
yeah, it's
what's the process for you?
Well,
pretty often.
I flip-flop. There will be times where I'll sit and relax and write or play my guitar, and music just comes out. I'll create a rhythm and everything, and then I'll be lost for a couple months and have no words for it. Other times I'll sit down and write a bunch of words for songs, and I have no music for it. Eventually, I just take the time to see what fits where, and how that goes.
That's interesting because we had one Songcraft night. I think it was the month before last, and it seemed like a theme came up where songwriters sort of agreed that you can't force the song to happen. You know what I mean? You can't say, well, I got to have those words, or if you have the words, I got to write a melody. If you force it too much, it's not the product you really want.
Right, exactly.
So it sometimes has to sit on the shelf. And you're right about this. As a songwriter myself, I noticed that either the words come first or the music comes first. And it's not always a simple task to bring the two together. However, from listening to you, I have a feeling that from time to time they fall together real quickly.
Really quickly. Yeah. There'll be times I'll be sitting in my living room and I'll have like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And I'll start out with 2 lines, and within 20 minutes I have a song.
And you got the melody going already,
right.
Huh?
And those are the ones that I'll remember forever.
Yeah.
It seems like
they seem to be the best ones. Yeah.
The ones that I take the time and plot out and write and I think are perfect are the ones that I forget the words to.
or maybe there's times when I've felt that a song is finished, and then a year later I think of better lyrics.
Right.
And it wasn't finished anyway. It had to take time. Yeah, great. So is there any one particular early song that you wrote that has stayed with you? I mean, I know you're pretty prolific, and have you done that already, or?
No, I haven't done that.
Were you planning to tonight? I'm not to press you on. I'm just curious.
Well, let's see here.
What did I have?
No, I'll just say there's a song out there, since everybody in the crowd's going to eventually want to buy my CD anyhow.
I have it. It's really great. It is great.
There's a song out there, it's called Hey, and it goes back to 10th grade, before I even started playing guitar. I would write poems or songs, and it turned into like 4 pages of just this long poem called So I Prayed for You. And I cut the title down to Hey, and I cut about 4 pages out of the poem itself for the song.
Did you save the 4 pages? I hope so.
They're around.
Okay.
They're around.
Okay.
You know, I've been playing that.
Because people might want the extended version eventually.
Right, the extended cut, you know.
Yeah.
That'll probably be after I die. People will be asking for that, yeah.
Put it in the vault.
But yeah, I mean, that and like some of the ones from my original album, like when, you know, I was 15 or 16 trying to record, I've livened them up a lot more. Okay. And you know, my vocals have changed and this and that, and I've become a lot more braver and a better guitar player. So
yeah, okay.
I've juiced the songs up a little since my first recording.
Good, good. Well, do you have, you had another one that you want to do, or you want to do a couple more?
I'll do a couple more. Yeah. Or you know, and I can come back up later. I
see from the crowd that the drummer for the Village has come in.
Okay.
But this is not to rush you. You know, I mean, later on, if you had some people coming in, maybe could do some other songs. Yeah.
We'll call it quits for now, and I'll see you up here later.
But you had a song, correct me if I'm wrong, called Out There?
Yeah.
Is that what you plan to do?
I'll play Out There now, and I'll close it with that.
Okay, great, great. Well, people, here again, Nick Taylor.
Thanks, Dennis.